Pommy Maniac here, and in this video, I'm gonna just outline and talk about the tree base. This is my fourth playthrough of Grounded, and of course, if you saw my first video, probably didn't, but if you did, I'm playing with my kids this time around. I am playing Grounded 2, but I am getting through Grounded 2 content so fast, I'm not quite getting my fill. I went back to Grounded 1 to play while I wait for Grounded 2 to get more content, basically. It's kind of why I'm here. So in any case, I want to talk about the tree base. So we are off the ground. There's the ground down there. And this is the current version of the tree base. I'm going to give you a quick tour. And then after that, I'll talk about early game tree base versus late game tree base and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to start. I currently do not have stairs to the base. That is by design, because it basically eliminates anything from attacking you. So, this is the tour. We got the old kitchen slash crafting area. It is nighttime, so things are nice and dark. I'll sleep in a second. So, we use half clover or any type of flooring you can get. Honestly, the easiest floor, air quote, to bring up here is clover, because stems are, one stem. Only one big object does it take to make a square, basically. So, like, this is stems and one stem, tree sap, and clover. Super easy. So, we got the grinders, we have spinning wheels, we have ovens, we have the fridge, we have chests, all using half clover roofs here. I'm only using the big chest. I'm playing with two kids, so making sure that they understand that if it's in here, no touchy. And then the rest of this, just for kind of funsies, we have a little side wrap that this is the only way up currently, and I used clover roof to go right here. The spiders cannot, none of the bugs know how to path up this thing, so it's by design, and we're using roof as opposed to stairs. A lot of bugs know how to use stairs, but they don't know what to do with roofs. So if I have to bring grass up here or whatever, this is how I'm doing it. This is the back side of the tree. We usually keep this door shut anyways. And then this over here is just to have zip lines. We'll talk about zip lines in a second if you don't know what zip lines are, but you probably do if you're watching this video. Then over here, we have more zip lines going to more places. We have our basement, which has I have three players that we play with. We have each of their rooms with their personal chests and their items that they keep and some figurines. And we're going to make this bigger, but right now this is what it is. Of course, my room, super nice, super cool. And then we have a wraparound patio. The reason why you need a wraparound patio is when mosquitoes attack or wasps attack, you need to be able to get to them and stop them from attacking your walls. And so you can pretty much engage the fight here. So that's the idea. Lastly, we have bounce web to the roof for some more zip lines and some spooky stuffed boss mobs. And we didn't really go too crazy with stuffed mobs yet. We're in New Game Plus currently. So now, the reason why we like there's one more thing I didn't talk about. There is, you can actually, with enough clay, you can potentially wrap the whole damn tree. This could go on forever. This can go on up for as high as you want it to. And you could wrap the whole tree. I'll show you. So if you take the zip line for a second, you can kind of see, this is how far up the tree we are. That's the bottom down there. That's how high it goes. So technically, if you wanted to, you could farm a ton of clay. Each one of these is like, let me see if I can kind of show you. I guess there's no like build mode for me to show you this, but it's lots of little pieces of clay that made this happen. I'll go into daytime so we can actually see. I'm not sure how this video is going to render, so we'll see how that goes real quick. Give me a sec. There's the tree. I don't think our base... Is our base there? You can kind of see it. Perfect. So now that we're in daytime land, I'm just going to grab some water and food so that we can continue to do the tour here. So the main reason why I like the tree base is you're basically in the middle of the map. The map is huge, and the tree just happens to be in the middle. I think that I think the developers intended for this to be your base. It's almost obvious, right, when you're here. So how the hell did I get up here? Well, it's simple. I made stairs. So in the very beginning of the game, you need an axe level 2 to make this happen. So I think you need to be able to chop down. No, actually, no, you can chop down dandelions. Never mind. You just need a regular old axe. Go find yourself some dandelions. And this staircase used to be... I actually like to build my staircase on top of this route right here, because I don't want most things to be able to climb up. What we found is the damn wolf spider can climb stairs. So when you have stairs, the wolf spider can climb stairs. Some people do the acorn circle staircase. I find that that gets attacked easier during ambushes. But if I build regular old stairs right here, if you see where I'm standing, see where this crease is? If you start here at this crease, you'll get to about as far as up there at this point. So when you're first starting to play the game, you're really going to want to keep yourself away from things at nighttime. We've built a couple bases on ground level. Ambushes happen. You might forget to leave the door open. Ants are coming in constantly and stealing your food. You really don't have to worry about that up there. So when we first started the game, we started this little platform right here. And really, you're going to want to get zip lines as soon as possible. So zip lines can be found in a couple of the bases. There's plenty of YouTube videos to let you know how to get to those. But the first zip line is in the blueberry bush area over there. That's going to give you the down-only zip line. And then to get the upgrade to go back up, I believe it's in the Black Ant. Yeah, it's in the Black Ant Anthill. Well, you'll be able to find this little wheel that takes you back up. It costs some raw science for the upgrade, but it's well worth it. So once you have your sky base here, and you can just make it out of grass initially. So it just takes lots of trips up and down with grass. What I do is I build one of these pallets, and I'll actually pick it up and run it down the stairs with me. Then I'll chop a bunch of grass down, load it up so that it's fully packed, and then I would run it back up the stairs. And you're able to save yourself some trips, and you can kind of see what happens. Eventually, what you're going to want is your grass to start touching the tree. This means that this is all being supported by the grass touching the tree. Initially, it will be your staircase that supports the whole thing. And if something destroys your staircase, your whole base falls out of the sky. You don't want that. You want to make sure that you got lots of contact with this damn tree. So, in the very beginning of the game, what really matters is going to be tree sap. The fact that we have sap catchers all over the bark, right above our base, throughout the entire base, is massive. Because now all you need to do to make your health packs is take your tree sap, go down. You should have plenty of fiber, and you can make your fiber bandages super easy. So that's super good. Another thing is you have quick access to Burgle. Burgle is right there throughout the entire game. You will need to keep coming back to this lab right here. So the fact that we're able to walk straight to Burgle's lab from our main base is solid. You can build walls to block in the spooky as hell scary spiders in there. That's what we did. It doesn't always work, but it kind of helps in the beginning. Eventually, those spiders will be less of a scary problem. Wolf spider. We have died many times to the wolf spider, but it's worth it. You can also farm the wolf spider from up here. If we go into my chest, you'll see we have killed many a wolf spider from this base. If you happen to get raided, what's going to happen is the bugs aren't going to know how to get to you. If you have stairs, they'll go to the stairs, or if you happen to make walls down here, blocking this middle part, it'll actually go to the walls, and then you can fight them. Like he can't get out. See how he's stuck? So we built a half wall here, and now I'm gonna walk up to here and whip his butt real quick. Hi. I actually don't even have the right equipment on. He's stuck, so he's just gonna stand here and die. So in any case, build a half wall sometimes is better than a full wall, because he'll just spawn and get stuck. Oh, he's fighting my pet. No, he fought one of my summons. Another good thing about this base is that those little larvae are down here. So in the beginning of the game, you're really going to want tons of these guys. And they spawn all over the place down here. You have easy access to acorns. You have easy access to tree sap. You're close to the water for the pond level, so that's extremely helpful. There's tons of sap all over. There's sap nodes everywhere. So like this right here is harvestable, a level 1 hammer. You have plenty of clovers here. I mean, it's pretty much the most ideal starting position. And food sources are plentiful. So from here, whenever you want food, all you need to do is go down here. Let me go back to fast walking. Go down here. And what you want to do is look for mushroom nodes. So obviously there's weevils and all kinds of stuff up there, but there's a bunch of mushroom clusters here. And mushrooms will attract a bunch of weevils. So I think it's like right over here. It's been my yard was remixed because I'm in New Game Plus, so I don't know if that moves the mushrooms. It might do that. Here's one. So typically, there's usually 1 or 2 weevils around here almost every time. So, easy food. See, there's 2 weevils. There's probably going to be another one over here. Weevils will always be around mushrooms. That's what they eat. So, TLDR on that side. And obviously, since it's centrally located, once you get those zip lines, man, you can pretty much run the entire game out of this thing. You know, we're the people I'm playing with and we're in New Game Plus. So for us, what we do is we eliminated the staircase. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about my ADHD brain. Forgot about this. If you get raided and you don't have anything, actually all the raid monsters will go right here. You see how there's like a patch of this corrupt bullshit? They'll actually go right here. And they'll just stand here, and we'll do we'll use the waft emitter to summon Black Widow spiders, and the Black Widows will just come here and then get basically killed over and over again by that thing, and we're able to infinitely spawn Black Widows and get free Black Widow gear. I mean, it's pretty crazy. The worst case scenario with this base is you're attacked by flying creatures. That's the only thing that really sucks, because that's when you're running around all over the base, and if you accidentally fall, then you're running over here to try to get back up there to help. But that could be solved, like we solved it with a porch up here. So the only other thing is obviously bringing grass up here sucks. But if I were to do anything differently with a build like this, is I would have just farmed maybe 500 clay. Clay is one of those things where you could just build these floors. It's foundation, but there's really no difference. It acts the same way as the grass floor, and you don't have to have the big planks in your hand. You just need 4 per one of these blocks. And so it's actually quite nice. And then, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, of course, we have the basketball room. Didn't talk about that. Super good. It's just a solid place for playing the game. And, for us, our plans for expansion, we're going to probably farm maybe 500 or 600 more clay. And we're going to wrap the tree. I've never been to the top of this tree before, so we'll probably build, like, sub-bases. And so that's another thing is that, like, we've done a couple of building, like we have a base over there next to the Frankenstein guy. I think what you're better off doing is building bases along the tree and then zip line to the place you're preparing for. So if you have to do prep for that Frank base or whatever, you could probably do it simply by creating other hubs all the way up this bad boy. So anyway, guys, this is my tree base. This is my case for why I think this is the best position in the game, especially early. Late game, I could see maybe building a base on the wheel. I think that would probably be pretty good. Like, there's a wheel over there, a tire. I could see the tire being a good place for one as well. And it's because it's centrally located to this entire area. For the most part, but honestly, like, I can get there pretty quick, so that's another way to do it. I did contemplate one more thing, and I'll wrap the video up with this. There is a porch. It's perfect for base building. The problem is getting up there. Like, you're not around, like, there's no. Here I have acorns, I have grubs, I have clovers, I have sap, I have access to the pond, which means I get all the, like, there's a lot of items that you can make from algae, like food items and stuff like that. You just have a lot of access to it. However, this area, the difference is you have a ridiculous amount of building space, and that's going to be this deck over here. So the story with this deck is the developers were supposed to build a bunch of shit up here, but they never did, and it's because of Xbox. The Xbox players, there was not enough room in the file or in the files that they're allowed to send to Xbox. So they basically just instead took all the ideas that they had for over here, and they folded it into Grounded 2. So everything that was supposed to be over here is going to be in Grounded 2. Like, there's supposed to be, like, mice and other crap. I know, actually, no, never mind. They weren't going to do mammals. But, like, there was supposed to be, like, other types of bosses. But you could kind of see, as far as I can tell, the only insects that can get to you up here are flying insects, and only if you are under attack. If your only way to get up here is a zip line, then really nothing can get up here. I built a very small outpost with, like, nothing here, but I mean, honestly, if I just grinded mushrooms, I could make this entire deck a massive museum with every stuffed insect in the game or something, like multi-level. There's a windowsill here, there's a bench here. It's huge, and I know that up there in the gutters, a lot of the nighttime spawning insects that you don't see during the day, they actually just are all stacked on top of each other in the gutter. So you could pretty much, if you built a big enough staircase, you could just clear them all out, and once a day. I mean, so there's obviously some merit to building here, but I don't think that you can get tree sap from this wood. So you would be having to leave a lot. I mean, bombard beetles are here. You have access to the trash area, so there's black ants over there. And you do have kind of like a beeline access to some grubs over here, but this is just so damn big. Like, you're going to be walking a lot. Oh yeah, hooray! I'm in New Game Plus, so all the damn molars were reset. So I get to find them all over again. There's even a little place up. I mean, honestly, if you built stairs up there, I bet you that'd be another little spot. I bet you there's blueberries up there or something. I'm sure the devs have all kinds of crap hidden up there, but as far as this goes, man, like, this is crazy. Your base could be pretty big. I would say this is a creative mode project. I don't know if I would do a survival mode up here. But you know, obviously, if you're actually planning on playing the game, I mean, another option is you can make the tree base kind of like your hub, like a little station for how to get places, and then this could be your real base here with all your stuff. I mean, that's also another option. But I know in New Game 2, you get teleport. You get the ability to teleport, and maybe that's when you do this. But until then, I mean, honestly, tree base is gonna carry you forever. Anyway, guys, that's the length of this video. I love tree base. Tree base is awesome. If you have any other thoughts or opinions on building the base here versus other places, I'm down. Because this is I'm rebooting this channel here for Grounded, so I'm going to be building Grounded content. It might be a little all over the place initially because I'm still trying to figure out the format. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And I hope I gave you some ideas for Grounded, and made Grounded 2 content get built faster. All right, see you guys.